Good morning and welcome to your Tuesday morning inner smile yoga. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Whether you're practicing this live or later on YouTube, I hope you get something out of this practice and that it helps set the tone for a beautiful day for you. Welcome to Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu and I'm here to guide you through a morning flow. Also, welcome yourself to sacred space. Practicing in your own space means that you have the opportunity to create sacred space and treat yourself, your space, your body, and anyone who's practicing with you as sacred and as special, as precious as they are. Whenever you step into one of my classes, please have this mindset, knowing that you need to treat yourself first and foremost with respect, honor your body, be where you're at today. Also, please allow yourself space and time to move through any emotion if the practice does bring that up for you. Doesn't always happen, but it can. Yoga is one of those tools that we can utilize to go deeper within. So let's begin in Sukhasana. Come on down to the ground. Feel your sits bones underneath you. Sit up nice and tall. Place your hands on your knees or your thighs. Lengthen up through the crown of the head, maybe tucking the chin just a little bit. Take a moment to begin to notice your breath. Starting to breathe deeper and fuller breaths down into the belly. Taking a moment to drop in here now. You've got your whole day ahead of you. You've probably got a massive to-do list, whatever you're doing, but let's just take a moment to set it aside and tend to the body, tend to the heart, tend to the inner self so that we can step off the mat with more grace and more courage and more love. So begin to notice your breath. Begin to breathe deeper, longer, fuller breaths. Really coming into this present moment. Making a choice to be here now. To tend to the self. Making a choice to shut out other distractions, which may be hard for some of you if you've got small children running around or a lot of pets or just an active household. Bring that attention inward for just a moment. Maybe also set an intention for yourself for the rest of your day. How do you choose to walk into the rest of what you have happening in your life, in your day, in your agenda for your life today? How do you wish it to go? What do you see happening? What is your ultimate goal? Once you have that firmly planted in your heart and in your mind's eye, we'll bring the palms together at the heart. Take a deep breath in together and a long exhale out. One more deep breath in together. And as we exhale, let's bow chin to chest, mind intelligence to the heart intelligence, body intelligence. Consider our intention already so. And on the next inhale, we'll lift the chin, release the fingers to the mat beside us. So fingertips come to the mat. We sit up nice and tall. Then we inhale, reach for the heavens, really reach, reach, reach. Nice length through the side body. And exhale, bring the right hand to the left knee, swim the left fingertips around behind. Sit up nice and tall, lifting from the pelvic floor. Inhale in, Exhale, journey into your twist. Don't force or crank here. Just find what your body needs today. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist. One more time. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist. Warming up the body here. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Really reach, reach, reach. And exhale, other side. Left hand to right knee. Swim the right fingertips behind. Inhale to sit up nice and tall, lifting from the pelvic floor. And exhale to journey into your twist. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to twist. One more time. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. And exhale to journey into your twist, perhaps looking past the right shoulder. Beautiful. On your next inhale, reach the fingertips back up towards the sky. Really reach, reach, reach. Inhale in. Exhale, rain the fingertips down. Now we'll journey into our tabletop position, coming to all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hip points. Come onto the tops of the feet. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Really be meticulous with your placement here. Navel is hugging to spine. Tailbone is shooting towards the back edge of the mat. Crown is shooting forward. Nice length in the neck. Then when you have your tabletop position, we'll drop the belly, shine the heart forward. Inhale in. Find your cow pose. And then exhale, begin rounding through at the tailbone, rounding up through the spine, and allowing the crown of the head to drop towards the mat. Neck is nice and loose. Exhale out. Then we're going to inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. And exhale, round it through. Cat pose. Really push up out of the earth and exhale all the air out. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. Exhale, round it through. Find your rhythm, find your breath. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. And exhale, round it through. Beautiful. Come back to your tabletop position, neutral spine. Then we're going to bump the hips to the left, turn our gaze to the right, look past our right shoulder, perhaps back to our right toes. Really get a nice stretch in the left side body here, opening through the hip, the outer hip. Then we'll take a deep breath in and exhale, come back to center. Beautiful. Other side. Let's inhale, bump the hips to the right this time. Turn our gaze past our left shoulder, perhaps looking back to our left toes. Nice length in the right side body here. Inhale in. Really feel the skin of the side body stretch. And exhale, come back to center. Beautiful. Now we're going to send the right leg out long and just sort of saw back and forth here, get a stretch in the back of the calf, and the hamstring a little bit. Take a couple breaths. Then we'll lift that leg, bend at the knee so that the sole of the right foot is shining up towards the sky. Then we'll find our foundation and reach the left fingertips back. See if you can grab onto that right foot. Tiger pose. So wherever you're at, wherever your flexibility is at, be there. Try to push up out of the right foot, pushing against the right hand. Find your stability. Really reach, reach, reach. Beautiful. One more inhale in here. And exhale, we'll gently release, bringing the knee back to the ground, fingertips back to the ground, and finding our tabletop position. Wonderful. Let's try it on the other side. Let's send the left leg out long. Saw back and forth. Find a little bit of a stretch here. Find your grounding, your foundation. Fingertips are still spread nice and wide. Lifting up out of the earth. Then we'll lift that left foot, bend at the left knee. Then we'll come on, shift our weight to our left hand and reach back with the right to grab onto the left foot. Once again, find where you're at today. Find where your flexibility is at. If you can't reach and you're here, wonderful, you're practicing, right? You're getting there. Grab onto that left foot if you can, then push with that left foot up towards the sky, finding your tiger pose. Opening in the heart, opening in the hip. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. One more deep breath in and exhale, gently release, bringing that knee back down to the ground, fingertips back down to the ground. Beautiful, nicely done. Let's bring the big toes to touch, open the knees nice and wide, and send the hips back, reaching the fingertips forward. Inhale to look forward, exhale to bow the forehead to the mat. Coming down into a child's pose, just to take a quick rest here. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. One more deep breath in and a long breath out. Then on your next inhale, we'll rise back up, find our tabletop position, walk the knees back underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. We find that tabletop position. Beautiful. Now we're going to send that right leg out long once again. Maybe you find a little stretch here. Find your foundation. Then we're going to lift that right leg up towards the sky. And we're going to reach the left fingertips towards the front edge of the mat. Balancing posture here once again. Reach, reach, reach. Lift from that left inner thigh, or the right inner thigh, sorry. Inhale in, exhale, knee to nose. Rounding through. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, round it through. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round it through. Inhale, reach. Really reach, reach, reach. And exhale, release. Fingertips to the mat, knee back to the mat. Maybe you come back, a little bit of a half child's pose here. Maybe you work it out in the hips. If you need to give some love to the wrists, please do so. Then we'll meet back in our tabletop position. Send the left leg out long. Find our little stretch, find our foundation. Then we'll lift that left leg up. Dialing the toes down. Then we'll shift our weight to our left hand and reach the right fingertips forward. Inhale in here, really reach, reach, reach. Exhale, round it through, knee to nose, chin to chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, chin to chest, knee to nose. Inhale, reach. Really reach, reach, reach. Exhale, round it through. Gather it all in. Inhale, reach. Really reach, reach, reach. Exhale, let it go. Come back to your tabletop position. Perhaps you work it out in the hips here a little bit. Find your breath once again. Then we'll walk the palms forward, curl the toes under, and send the hips up high and back to our first downward dog of the practice. Pedal it out here. Really stretch through the backs of the legs. Find length in the side body. Intend to reach that, melt that heart towards your thighs. Press into the fingertips. Elbow creases are rotating out. Neck is nice and loose. Once you've worked it out, find a moment of stillness here and take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Beautiful. We will now drop the left heel and inhale, lift the right leg high. Really reach, reach, reach. Dialing the pinky toe down, squaring at the hips. Lifting from that right inner thigh. Then we'll bend that right knee and send those right toes over towards the left side of the mat. Working to square the shoulders so that they are level. Really reach with that right knee. Inhale in. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring that knee all the way up into your chest. Upper body's in plank, cultivating strength here. Then we'll step that right foot up between the palms. Find our low lunge. Back knee can be lowered if you'd like, or you can choose to keep it lifted today. Shining the heart forward. And we'll plant the left palm and inhale, reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Finding a twist here, nice and juicy. Stay grounded into the left foot, or the right foot, sorry, all four corners. Really reach, reach, reach. Inhale in, exhale, float the fingertips down. Then we're going to straighten through the right leg. Fingertips are still on the ground. We're going to drop the left heel so that the left foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat. Then we're going to walk the fingertips around in front of us, pivoting on the right foot. So now we are in a wide-legged forward fold with both feet parallel with the short edge of the mat. Take a moment here, bow forward. Perhaps you bring your palms in line with the arches of your feet. Take a deep breath and a long breath out. Beautiful. Now we're going to carry through to the other side. We're going to pivot on the left foot, bringing our toes to point towards the short edge of the mat, coming up onto the right toes. Now we're facing the back edge of our mat. Find our low lunge. Heart shines forward. Remember, you can lower the back knee if you'd like to, or you can challenge yourself and keep it lifted. Then we're going to drop the right hand and inhale, lift the left fingertips up towards the sky. Really reach, reach, reach. Find your twist here. Stay grounded into all four corners of the left foot. Smile. Inhale in. Exhale, lower the fingertips down. And we'll straighten through that left foot. Find our modified pyramid here. We're up on the right toes. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend through that left foot, bend through the right knee, and we're going to step it up into a forward fold at the back edge of our mat. Feet are hip width distance apart, and we allow our head to dangle, neck becomes nice and loose. Perhaps we clasp opposite elbows. Perhaps we find a generous bend in the knees and allow for the lower back to release. Take some deep breaths here. Beautiful. Perhaps you walk your fingertips to one side of the mat. Perhaps you walk them back to the other side of the mat. Find your forward fold. Then we'll bend the knees generously, drop the hips, and inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Fingertips kiss up overhead. Inhale in, and we exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here in mountain pose. Perhaps you adjust your stance a little bit. Feet are parallel, toes pointing forward. Lengthen down through the tailbone, lifting through the sternum. Lift sternum to thumbs. Inhale in, Exhale out. Then with soft knees, we'll inhale and reach the arms halfway. Halfway lift with the arms. Chest is nice and open. We're reaching out towards the side. Inhale in. Exhale, hands to heart. Then we'll reach behind the neck. And inhale, reach those fingertips up towards the sky. Deep breath in, lengthen all four sides of the torso. Exhale, rain the fingertips down. Then inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands to heart. Reach behind the neck. And inhale, reach those fingertips up high. Exhale, rain them down. Inhale, halfway lift with the arms. Really open the chest. Exhale, hands gather everything into the heart. Reach the fingertips behind and up on an inhale. And exhale, float the fingertips down. Beautiful. Inhale, soft knees, fingertips go down to come up. To really reach, reach, reach. Exhale, this time we're going to slice it down the midline and come back down into our forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Palms on the thighs, shins or fingertips on the floor. Crown is shooting forward, tailbone shooting back. Navel is hugging to spine. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale in here and exhale, forward fold. Palms come to the mat. We step the right foot back, just the right foot back. Find our low lunge, heart shining forward. Then we'll pivot on the back foot so that it's at a 45-degree angle. Find our foundation, really feeling all connection to the earth, and then slowly rise up, warrior one. Peel back with that left hip crease, nice and strong in the right leg. We'll inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Finding our warrior one, taking a deep breath here, lots of space between the hands, shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Inhale in. Exhale, we're going to open up to a warrior two. Adjust your stance as needed. Top of the left thigh is rotating out. Shoulders are away from the ears. We're pulling back with the pinkies. Fierce gaze past the left fingertips. We're lengthening down through the tailbone, nice and tall in the spine. We're not leaning forward. We're lengthening up. Then on our next inhale, we'll reach those left fingertips forward, up and back, finding a peaceful warrior. Inhale in, sternum lifts towards the sky. Exhale, we'll bring the left forearm to the left thigh. And inhale, reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Try not to crash into that left arm. Nice integrity through all four sides of the torso. You can stay in this version or you can lower your fingertips to the mat. Reaching the fingertips, the right fingertips towards the, now what is your front edge of your mat? What is your back edge of your mat? Normally, find your variation, what works for you this morning. Really open up through the chest. Inhale in and exhale, find your peaceful warrior once again. Really reach, reach, reach with those left fingertips. And exhale, we'll cartwheel it all the way back down to our low lunge. Beautiful. Shine the heart forward. Then we'll pivot on that back foot once again, making it parallel to the short edge of the mat, and begin walking the fingertips through so that we're coming to a forward fold once again. Take a hot second in your forward fold. Both feet are parallel to the short edge of the mat. Neck is nice and loose. Finding our forward fold. Then we're going to carry on through, pivoting on the right foot so that the toes are pointing towards your front edge of your mat, coming up onto the left toes, finding our low lunge here, shining the heart forward. Beautiful. Then we'll bend the back knee and step it up into our forward fold. Feet flush together or hip width apart, yogi's choice. Allow the head to dangle and forward fold for just a moment. Then we'll inhale, halfway lift, your version, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Really reach, reach, reach. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Let's keep flowing, shall we? Soft knees. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Slice it down the midline. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step the left toes back, just the left toes. Reach that heart forward. Remember, you can always lower the back knee if you need to in your low lunge, or you can challenge yourself and keep it lifted. Shine the heart forward. Then we're going to pivot on the back foot so it's at a 45-degree angle. Find our foundation and slowly rise up. Warrior one on this side. We're peeling back with the right hip crease. We're keeping strong in that left leg. Bending through the front knee. Inhale to reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Inhale in and exhale out. Lots of space between the hands. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. One more deep breath in. And exhale, let's open it up. Warrior two on this side. Adjust your stance as needed. Rolling out with that right thigh. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. We're pulling back with the pinkies. Fierce gaze past the right fingertips this time. Beautiful. Stand up nice and tall. Tailbone is lengthening down. There's this nice line from crown to tail. Then we'll inhale, reach the right fingertips forward, up and back, finding our peaceful warrior on this side. Really reach, reach, reach. Sternum lifts towards the sky. And on an exhale, we'll bring the right forearm to the top of the right thigh, finding our extended side angle on this side. Left fingertips will reach up towards the sky. Don't crash into that right arm. Keep integrity at all four sides of the torso. Perhaps you stay in this version, or perhaps you bring those right fingertips to the mat. Perhaps you reach the left fingertips forward, out above the crown. Neck is nice and long, whatever version you're in. Nice long line from the crown all the way down to that left heel. Inhale in. Exhale. Find your peaceful warrior. Right fingertips reach up and back. Really reach, reach, reach. Then we exhale, cartwheel it all the way down to our low lunge. Find that low lunge, heart shines forward. Then once again, we'll bend through the left knee and step that left foot up to meet the right. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, really reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Nicely done. Let's drop the fingertips down beside us. Find our mountain pose, so palms are shining forward. We're grounding through all four corners of the feet. Lifting nice and tall through the sternum. Then we'll inhale, halfway lift. Arms reach out to the side. really opening through the chest. And exhale, gather it all in once again, palms together at the heart. Reach those fingertips behind the neck and inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, rain the fingertips down. Inhale, halfway lift. Really reach those fingertips out. Exhale, palms together at the heart. Reach the fingertips behind the neck and reach them up towards the sky. And then rain the fingertips down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Reach the fingertips behind the neck and up towards the sky. And exhale, rain the fingertips down. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the fingertips all the way up to the sky. And exhale, slice it down the midline. Find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale to fold. This time, we're going to bend the knees generously, send the hips back, reach the fingertips forward and up, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight is distributed in the heels. We're trying to get knees over ankles. We're reaching down with our tailbone. Navel is hugging to spine. Gaze is straight down in front of you. Neck is nice and long. Beautiful. Bring hands together at the heart. And then we'll take the outer edge of the left arm to the outer edge of the right thigh, coming into a twist. Try to bring sternum to thumbs, keeping those knees bent, those hips back. Working hard here. Reach, reach, reach. With that crown, nice long line from crown to tail. Inhale in. Exhale, let it go. Forward fold. Beautiful. Take a second here and forward fold. Find your breath. Then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward. Drop the hips, bend the knees, rise up. Utkatasana. Find knees over ankles. Lifting arms as where they are today, countering the weight. Gaze is straight down in front. Then we'll bring the palms to the heart. And we'll bring the outer edge of the right arm to the outer edge of the left thigh, coming into our twist on this side. Trying to twist so that sternum comes to thumbs. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Working hard here, nice long line from crown to tail, neck is nice and long. Take deep breaths. Then one more inhale in. And exhale, release. Come to your forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Really reach, reach, reach with those fingertips. And exhale, hands to heart. Nicely done. Beautiful. Let's find our soft knees and inhale, fingertips go down to come up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Once again, find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Palms come to the mat. We step the right toes back, just the right toes. And this time we lower the back knee. Come onto the top of that back foot. Find your low lunge, heart shines forward, front knee over front ankle. Ground into the top of that back foot. Then we'll begin to walk the left foot over towards the left side of the mat. Swim the left fingertips around in front of us, and we'll begin to find our lizard variation here. So you can stay with back on the ground. You can stay up on your palms. Perhaps this is where you're at today. Perhaps that hip is really tight or your hamstrings are really tight. You can also come into this version, lifting the back knee. Or if you need a little bit more, you can come down onto your elbows, finding your lizard variation down here. Remember to take some deep breaths here. Really breathe into that left hip, that left hamstring, the right front of the hip. Taking deep breaths here. Perhaps you allow the head to dangle. Nice, smooth, long, deep breaths here. Beautiful. Then we'll slowly begin to come out of the pose, coming back up onto our palms, meeting those that are here. Then we'll begin to walk the left foot back in line, finding our low lunge once again. Heart shines forward. Then we'll peel back with that left hip crease, straighten through the left leg, left toes are pointing towards the face. We inhale, smile and look forward. Exhale, bow forehead towards knee. Bending that left knee as much as we need to. Finding our edge, but not pushing so there's pain. Right hip is over right knee. We're not crashing backwards. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bow forehead towards knee. Finding a little wave in the spine here. Inhale to look forward. And exhale to bow. One more time. Inhale to look forward. And exhale to bow. Then this time we'll inhale, come forward onto that left foot. Find our low lunge once again. Plant the palms, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, step the right toes, or left toes rather, back into a plank pose. Take a breath here. Push up out of the earth, really dome through the upper back body, lifting from the inner thighs. Inhale in, exhale, downward facing dog. Find your down dog. Pell it out for a second, find your breath. Then we'll drop the left heel and inhale, lift the right leg high. Inhale in, lift from that right inner thigh. Exhale, knee to nose. Drop the back knee, nice and gentle to the ground, and step the right foot up between the palms. Finding our low lunge on this side, come onto the top of the back foot, front knee over front ankle, so adjust as needed. Really shine that heart forward. Ground into the back foot. Then we'll begin to walk the right foot over towards the right edge of the mat, swim the right fingertips around to join the left, bringing both palms in line with the right, the arch of the right foot. Now we can stay in this variation as we learned on the other side. We can curl the toes under and lift the back knee. If we need a little bit more, we can come down onto our elbows, finding our nice stretch, hamstring stretch. On this side, allowing the head to dangle, taking deep breaths into the lower belly. Allowing time for the muscles of the hamstrings to stretch and lengthen, for the fascia to open, to release. Beautiful. Then on your next inhale, We'll rise back up, coming up onto the palms, meeting our friends here. Then we'll begin to walk those right toes back in alignment, finding our low lunge once again. Heart is shining forward. And then we'll exhale, peel back with the right hip crease this time, right toes pointing towards the face, straightening through the right knee. We'll inhale, look forward, and exhale, bow, head to knee. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, bow. One more time. Inhale, look forward, find a wave in the spine, and exhale, bow, head towards knee. Beautiful. This time, inhale, roll through that right foot. Plant the palms, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, step the right toes back, find our plank pose. Take a deep breath in here, and a long exhale out. Then we'll send the hips up high and back and find our downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take 3 long breaths here. You can rest in this pose or you can come down to child's pose. Breathe deep into the belly. Find some stillness here. Beautiful. Then we'll bend the knees generously. Belly comes to the tops of the thighs. We look forward, inhale, and exhale, we make our way to the top. You can take baby steps, or you can hop or float. Make your way to the top edge of the mat. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. You can step to the center of your mat now if you'd like to, or you can stay on the top edge. Feet come together, really together here. Then we inhale, fingertips go down to come up. Really reach, reach, reach. Grab the left wrist with the right hand, bump the hips to the left. Find a side body stretch here. Feet stay nice and grounded, equal weight distributed between both of them. Then we'll inhale, reach, and take it to the other side. Grab the right wrist with the left hand, bump the hips to the right. Inhale, reach. Exhale, float the fingertips down. Now we're going to really find our grounding here. And we're going to reach the fingertips out beside us, opening the chest once again. Then we're going to bring the right arm underneath the left, crossing at the elbows, and perhaps finding a bind here, coming into eagle arms. Lifting the elbows high. Perhaps the fingertips meet. Perhaps you have to grab onto your wrist, your forearm, or perhaps you're here. Wherever you're at, lift the elbows nice and high. Then begin to send your weight to your left foot and lift your right heel. Perhaps you stay here working on balance. Perhaps you work on lifting that right knee. Perhaps you cross the right leg over the left. Bend at the hips, bend at the knees. Find your eagle pose. Toes can be on the ground for stability. You can do the full wrap. Wherever you are, lengthen the tailbone down, hug the navel to the spine. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Lots of integrity from crown to tail. One more deep breath here. And on an exhale, we'll unravel the arms, unravel the legs, come back to our Tadasana. Beautiful, nicely done. Maybe shake it off a little bit. Maybe rotate the shoulders a little bit. Maybe shake the legs. Nicely done. And then we'll inhale, reach the fingertips out wide. And this time we'll interlace the arms so that the left arm comes underneath the right. We cross at the elbows and we perhaps grab onto the hands here. Perhaps we're here, perhaps where palms are coming together. Wherever your eagle is, it's perfect. You're working hard. Lift those elbows high. And we begin to transfer the weight to the right foot. Begin to lift the left heel. Perhaps you're practicing here. Perhaps you're just practicing by lifting the left leg, the left knee. Perhaps you cross that left leg over the right, bend at the knees, drop the hips. Perhaps you take the full bind with the legs. Perhaps the big toe comes to the ground for stability. Deep breaths here. Dropping it down. Working hard. One more deep breath in. And on an exhale, we will unravel the arms, bring that left foot back down to the earth, and find our mountain pose. Take a hot second here to shine the palms forward. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Stand up nice and tall. Deep breath in and long breath out. Beautiful. Let's make our way back to the top of the mat. Feet flush together or hip width distance apart. With soft knees, we'll inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, find our forward fold. Slice it down the midline. Once again, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the palms. Step one foot back, then the other. Find your plank pose. One breath here. And exhale, we'll gently lower the knees to the ground. Bring the big toes to touch. Open the knees as wide as the yoga mat. Send the hips back. Reach the fingertips forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bow forehead to the mat. Take a couple breaths here in extended child's pose. Breathing nice and deep. Perhaps closing your eyes. Going inward for just a moment. Beautiful. Then we'll inhale, rise back up to all fours. Walk the knees underneath the hips. Send the feet to one side, any side, and come down into our seat. Let's find Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. So the soles of the feet come together. You can bring the heels up towards your sits bones, or you can find more space and in your diamond here by allowing the feet to come forward a bit. In either case, you're sitting up nice and tall, you're lifting from the pelvic floor, you're allowing the knees and the thighs to become heavy. So this is our bound angle or our butterfly pose. You're grabbing onto the ankles or perhaps the outside of the feet or perhaps the toes. Sit up nice and tall. Deep breath in. And on an exhale, let's bow forward. Perhaps you grab onto the toes. Perhaps you bring the elbows wide, bowing the head forward. Just opening the hips here a little bit, lengthening through the lower back. Taking some deep, wide breaths here. Winding it down a little bit. Coming back to a normal breath. Beautiful. On your next inhale, let's slowly sit back up. Find our nice tall spine. Then we're going to send the right leg out long. Bring the left foot into the inner right thigh. Be careful of your knees. Keep active in the toes. If you have knee issues, then you might want to lengthen the position of your left leg instead of having the foot right up near to your sits bones. You might want to lengthen it out. We're turning to face the right leg, sitting up nice and tall, active through the right toes. We'll inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky, nice length through all four sides of the torso, and then exhale, find our forward fold. Reaching the fingertips towards the foot, perhaps they rest on the shin, perhaps they come to the ground, perhaps you interlace around the foot. Inhale to find length and look forward, and exhale to bow forehead to knee. Take some deep breaths here. Coming into yourself, really feeling it all out, feeling all the sensations in the body here. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we'll slowly rise back up and we'll switch. Let's send the left leg out long. Bring the right foot in to our inner left thigh, bringing it to where it feels comfortable, keeping active in the toes to protect the knee. Left toes are pointing towards our face. We're nice and active through the spine, sitting up nice and tall. Sits bones are grounded. We reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Inhale in, length through all four sides of the torso, and then exhale, forward fold. Reaching towards that left foot. Perhaps our hands are on the shin, perhaps our hands are on the ground, perhaps our fingertips are interlaced around the foot. We inhale for length, look forward, and exhale, bow down. Allowing forehead to come towards knee, coming into our own little cocoon here. Right leg is nice and heavy, opening through that hip. Beautiful. Taking deep breaths down into the lower belly, really allowing the diaphragm to extend down, feeling that air expand the belly. Breathing into the right hip, breathing into the left hamstrings, into the back of the left leg. Beautiful. Then on our next inhale, we'll slowly begin to rise back up. Then we'll send both legs out long, center ourselves on our mat. Find your central point, and then slowly, slow as you can go, let's make our way down to a flat back position. Send the legs out long. Reach the fingertips up over the head, finding a nice full body stretch. Perhaps you find some organic movement here, rotating the wrists, rotating the ankles. Really reach, reach, reach. Then exhale, we'll hug it all in, hugging knees to the chest. Really wrapping our arms around our knees, finding a nice cocoon here, a nice little ball. Perhaps the nose comes up towards the knees. Perhaps you rock side to side, really feeling the support of the earth underneath you. And we'll lower the head, Lower the feet to the mat so that the heels are up by the sits bones. Lengthen shoulders away from the ears, so shoulder blades are lengthened down the back body. Fingertips are reaching towards the heels. We engage the core so that the lower back body is flush with the mat. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, begin to lift the hips, rolling up one vertebrae at a time so that the hips are lifting towards the sky. Finding our bridge pose here. Knees are hugging together, not splaying out. Feet are parallel. We're engaging through the glutes here. Neck is nice and loose. Our gaze is straight up and back. If you like, you can find the bind behind you, really digging the knuckles into the earth, shooting the knees forward. Take some deep breaths here. Watch the belly rise and fall. One more deep breath in. Then on an exhale, we'll let go of the bind and gently lower all the way down. See how slow you can go, one vertebra at a time, until the lower back becomes flush with the mat. And we lower all the way down. Now we're going to bring feet as wide as the yoga mat, toes pointing forward. Bring our left hand to our heart, our right hand to our belly. And we're going to allow the knees to fall to the left. So the right knee is shooting towards or aiming towards the lower left corner of the mat. If you need more, you can cross that left ankle over the right knee, but please be careful of your knees. Please be mindful. Opening through the psoas here. Nice twist, feeling the rise and fall of the belly. Feeling the beat of our heart. Inhale in, exhale out. Then on the next inhale, we'll roll through center. Nice booty massage here. Bringing the knees to the right side of the mat. So the left knee is shooting down towards the bottom right corner of the mat. And we breathe deep. If you need more, cross the right ankle over the left knee, but please be mindful. Take some deep breaths here. And then when you're satisfied, we'll roll back through center. Send the legs out nice and long. Once again, reach the fingertips up over the head. Find your full body stretch. And then exhale, we'll rain the fingertips down. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat. Roll to one side, any side. And push ourselves up to a seated position. So find your comfortable seat, whether that's Sukhasana, whether it's hero pose or thunderbolt pose, whether you want to sit up on a towel, blanket, or block. Find your seated position. Feel your sits bones connect to the earth. Rise up nice and tall through the crown, lengthen through the back of the neck. Hands are resting gently on the knees or the thighs. We take a deep breath in together. And on an exhale, we close our eyes and relax the shoulders away from the ears. Once again, grounding into this moment. Just taking some time here to allow the nutrients of our practice to really settle into the body. Giving thanks for stepping on the mat today, for taking this time for ourselves, for doing something that will nurture us throughout the day. Perhaps we bring that intention that we held at the beginning of class back into our heart and our mind. holding it there with love and tenderness, considering it already so, as we get ready to move up and out into our day, whatever that looks like. Then we'll take a deep breath in together. Another long breath out. Really let it go. Then we'll bring palms together at the heart. Lift sternum to thumbs. Thank you for joining me for this class today. Whenever you're practicing it, it's a pleasure to step onto the mat with you. I'm honored and privileged to be your humble guide. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we'll bring thumbs to third eye. The light in me bows to the light in you. I hope you have a super fantastic day. Namaste.